he was a scientist in the 1940s particularly, and he came up with this construct called the Jellinek chart. He made it up based on histories that he gathered from a relatively small group of alcoholics, such that the scientific basis of what he ended up creating, what he called the progression of the disease of alcoholism, would never pass muster today. His N was way too small. But it became part of the lexicon of treatment, and we still use it today. And it was one of those things where I think it would be fair to say that Jellinek lucked out. That he created this description of the symptoms of addiction, of alcoholism as a disease, and he could have very easily gotten it wrong. But he just hit it right, and it's held its own for quite a few years. And he was a character in a lot of different ways. So, but he played a role in advancing the development of alcoholism treatment. And so you see, over time it started to grow. In 1950, the International Convention in Cleveland, this is where Clarence and Bill almost came to blows, because Bill Wilson had found out about the Washingtonians. And he found out about this amazing movement that had grown quickly and then disappeared. And he realized that this fellowship had grown to the point where it had to have some structural concepts to guide it, or it was going to go the way of the Washingtonians. And he got a lot of pushback. I think really Bill Wilson deserves the bulk of the credit for the 12 traditions being enacted by AA. It was not an easy process for people. And these are basically, if you spend time with these are the concepts of an anarchy. There's no one in charge. It seems like the last 6 or 8 months there's been a lot of talk about AA not working, and one of the things they do is they cite research that says only this percent or that percent. And of course, whenever you hear somebody citing AA's own numbers, they're just making it up. Because all AA does is a survey every 5 or 10 years. And that's only of the people who respond, and that's only of the groups that register. And alcoholics are kind of notorious for saying, I'm not going to register. So no one has any idea. If 3 of us here decide we're an AA meeting, right, and we have a resentment and a coffee